Meditation for Self-Acceptance with Lucid Dawn and yourself. I encourage you to set up a comfortable seat for yourself where you could have a tall spine and feel at ease and supported. If it helps you to write or draw to stay focused, you could also have a book with you. As you're able to, drop into your seat, close your eyes, and connect to your breath and the present moment as much as you can. After taking a few deep breaths to land into the moment, conjure up an image or physical feeling of being held and nurtured. Perhaps you wrap your arms gently around yourself. Maybe you can invoke a feeling of someone who you feel or have felt really safe with and nourished by. Tune in to the energy of feeling held, nourished, loved, seen, and supported. Again, take a few breaths as you really imagine into that. And let the images of anyone outside of yourself melt away after a bit. And just become present with the energy of feeling held in a caring, healing way. Welcome your inner child or some part of your being into your gentle embrace. Breathe together in this embrace. Continue to invoke the nurturing caretaker energy and direct this energy to this part of yourself. If you find this difficult, perhaps you could think of a soothing aspect of nature, the divine, or any other creature you have witnessed or felt as a loving, accepting presence. And allow the feelings of love and acceptance to expand and become your primary focus. Breathe into it and let that energy of care commune with any part of you that could use this energy. Continue with easy, spacious breaths. Become aware of your steady heartbeat. Hold yourself gently and lovingly. Notice whatever thoughts or emotions are present. Continue to non-judgmentally hold and love yourself and whatever arises. Here, you might press pause and simply practice sitting and holding yourself with unconditional loving acceptance for as long as it feels right. This could be enough for now. Or, if you would like to continue, bring to mind a moment of hearing or experiencing something with an authority figure or parent that you wished you hadn't. You might connect to the way that this thought or story lives in your body. Notice how we perpetuate feelings by repeating certain words, thoughts, images, or stories to ourselves. Often, these show up as our inner critics. Notice the emotions that these thoughts or stories stir up. Sit and hold that inner critic or the present feelings connected with a past experience with unconditional, loving awareness. Breathe and gently hold whatever voices or feelings are present. Hold them with unconditional, loving awareness. Sense that this voice, thought, or feeling was formed a long time ago and not by your choice. It may or may not be very clear exactly where this voice or any particular thoughts or phrases came from. It doesn't really matter in the end, as long as you are willing to hold the resulting part of you kindly. Send love to whatever is present. Soften into being present with it. Make space around it with your breath and loving awareness. Thank this part for working to protect you. Acknowledge as fully as you can that this is what this part has been trying to do in its own way, just to protect you. Thank you. Thank you. And now, ask that voice instead to receive the gift of knowing, whatever its opposite is. So if this voice is telling you that you are not good enough for any reason, then you might ask that voice if it is willing to receive the knowing that you are enough. Tell your young self or this part with love and even playfulness that you no longer have to think the way that you have been, and that you are now choosing to focus on love and being enough. We are simply looking to befriend the voices in our head, to get to know them, to understand what they feel their job is, and to understand our own needs. Notice who's running the show, being our subconscious beliefs, and how with practice and loving care, we can create new beliefs, new patterns of mind, new habits. You might again pause the video and take longer to commune with and befriend any voices or feelings that are present. Hearing what they have to say, not telling them that they're wrong, but inviting them to a new perspective, another possible way of seeing or thinking or feeling. Invite curiosity from yourself about these parts, and from these parts about what else is possible. In doing this regularly, even simply gently holding yourself, you will begin to develop and recognize yourself as your own refuge and deepen the space of loving care within you. It can be challenging to meet these voices, so do this slowly and with easier things first, before moving on to intense experiences. Whatever voices arise, please remember that they have been put in place in effort to protect you, and by becoming repeated thoughts, they have become beliefs. These beliefs are in place with the misguided intention to keep you safe. So there will likely be parts of you that will resist changing them. There may be a fierce resistance, even so much so that they try to reinforce themselves with inner narrative or outer behaviors. Stay non-judgmentally aware of whatever arises. Simply hold to this fierceness with love and kindness. Thank your fierceness. Thank your tenderness. Thank all of your protectors. Thank any resistance that came up, as much as you give thanks to any breakthroughs or insights that you might realize. These things go hand in hand, the resistance and the revelation. End your meditation by sitting in silence and holding yourself gently. Let this become a practice that you do even for just 2 minutes a day, until that peaceful, loving place within you is always easy to access, even when life gets hard. The more we visit these places, the more accessible they become. Thank you. Thank you for your presence and your practice, for your curiosity and courage. I wish you ease and delight in your learning and growth and healing. May it be for the greatest good, for all parts and all beings.